I'm no longer unemployed. Well, I'm still unemployed, but I have work on the horizon. I can almost taste it. Let's talk about the realities of getting work as a freelance stage manager. My name is Kent, and this is your half-hour call.
Attention cast and crew, this is your half-hour call. Half hour to the top of the show. Half hour.
What is up, my friends? I am so grateful that my paperwork has been signed, and so now I can let you know that I will be returning to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg for the summer and Halloween seasons. I'm excited to share the details with you, but I also realize that there's a lot that goes into getting work that you don't see on people's Instagram feeds, and I think we need to talk about that more. But if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Kent, and you are watching Half Hour Call, where we're dedicated to shining the spotlight on technical theater. So if you want how-to videos, interviews with industry leaders, and general theater updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another video. So first things first, let's get the news out of the way. I'll be returning to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg up in Virginia starting in late May to stage manage their summer nighttime spectacular Spark and to stage manage for Hollow Scream in a capacity that is to be determined. I'll be fully vaccinated before I head up to Virginia, and Spark is in a massive outdoor theater, fully masked and all that jazz. This is remounting the same show that I did 2 years ago, which I am thrilled about because it is the most ideally set up for social distancing. It's a pyro and laser show, so the only performer on stage is a DJ, and just look at all that space. It's so beautiful. Pro tip, for areas of entertainment that Actors Equity Association is not actively organizing, like cruise ships and theme parks outside of Walt Disney World, you can be a member of the union and still work these jobs. But jurisdiction is complicated, so it's always best to contact your business rep and make sure everything is on the up and up. The ability to continue to do cruise ship and theme park work was a huge factor for me in taking the plunge and joining Equity. I didn't have a significant network in the equity world at the time, so I knew getting consistent union work would be more challenging, but I could fill in the gaps with this other work. Of course, I had no idea how large of a gap I would have, but that's beside the point. Okay, but what does returning to work mean for Half Hour Call? Well, it means I need to finally get ahead of the game on recording videos, but other than that, not much will be changing. I'm looking forward to sharing how I pack up my entire life into my tiny Toyota Yaris, and if I get the green light from Busch Gardens public relations team, I will be doing a few on-location and behind-the-scenes videos, but I can't make any promises until I talk to that team. My videos will probably look a little different. I won't have my desk, but they'll still be coming every week. I will also be bringing all of the Half Hour Call store items with me, so you don't have to go 6 months without stage manager ducks. And I am so thankful to be returning to work, but when I was thinking about announcing it, it seemed wrong to not acknowledge how much work goes into getting work. It can be really discouraging to send out resumes and cover letters and not hear back, or interview over and over and not get the job, all while everyone on social media seems to be getting really cool gigs left and right. But no one posts about their rejections, which makes it feel like you're the only one getting rejected. Admittedly, I don't know how many of these actually ended up happening because of the pandemic, but I can tell you that the ratios are about the same as what I would normally send out between jobs. In total, since getting my last job, which was with Norwegian Creative Studios, I submitted to almost 50 jobs. Part of my routine, whether I have something lined up or not, is to check job sites literally every single weekday. My go-to sources for jobs are the Equity Casting Call website, playbill.com, and offstagejobs.com. During the pandemic, I've been checking them multiple times a day because I've been having severe FOMO, or fear of missing out, but normally it's just once a day. If there's a job that works for my schedule and would be a good fit for me, I'll spend the 15 minutes writing a cover letter and go ahead and send it out that day, usually on a lunch or dinner break. Of these 50 potential employers, I got 7 interviews and 1 job offer, although another one is still pending. But that's a success rate of 2%. And for most of the 43 positions that I didn't interview for, I never heard anything back aside from maybe an auto-generated email confirming that they received the materials. It can feel like you're throwing resumes into the void, but stick with it and something will turn up. We'll talk a lot more in depth about cover letters and interviews in the Almost Complete Guide to Stage Management, but I wanted to pull back the curtain at what a, quote, successful, and by that I mean consistently working when there isn't a global pandemic, freelance stage manager has to do to consistently work. But the most important thing to do is to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Interestingly, I have much more luck getting interviews for work within larger corporations like theme parks and cruise ships, even when I don't have an existing connection with the company. Regional theaters rely so much more heavily on your network that I don't think I've ever gotten an interview somewhere where I didn't have a friend or a colleague that had worked at that theater fairly recently. This is just my experience, so take it with a grain of salt, but it's worth thinking about. And if you're wanting to transition into theme park and cruise ship work, don't wait until you have an in with the company. Just find a job listing and go for it. Also, as a side note, theme park and cruise ship jobs don't normally go on the normal theater job sites like Playbill or Offstage Jobs. They'll typically go through the company's own system and only get posted there. Are you a freelance stage manager? If you had to guess, how many jobs do you apply to before you get an offer? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button so YouTube knows to show the channel to other stage managers. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. My name is Kent, and this has been your half-hour call.
Find the perfect gift for the stage manager in your life at the Half Hour Call store, now with free shipping on all domestic orders. New products added frequently. Visit KentJamesCollins.com/store to shop now.